Marcus Vale was a man who had always known how to disappear. In a city that devoured the forgotten, he thrived in the cracks and crevices, killing for years without a headline, a whisper, or even a shared suspicion. Marcus had always known there was something wrong with him. He lacked whatever it was that made people stop at pity. No empathy, no guilt, just the quiet knowledge that he was different, and the creeping suspicion that the world around him deserved the chaos he wrought. His murders were artfully spaced out. Different burrows, different targets, different methods, each life taken carefully, quietly, as if it were a private ritual between him and the city's undercurrent. He didn't kill for thrills. Marcus killed to feel something. And for a long time, he didn't. Not really. But that changed when the city spoke back. It began subtly, in static-filled late-night radio, in the vibration of the subway rails under his feet, in the flicker of alleyway lamps. The world shifted, and Marcus began to feel it watching him. Not society, not the police. Something older. Something from below. A whisper in rust and rebar, a voice made of sewage and steam. It called itself nothing. It never used words, but Marcus began to understand its language. The rattle of the pipes, the groan in the foundations, the hum behind the walls. It didn't speak in commands. It offered. And what it offered was purpose. Now, Marcus worked differently. He no longer picked his victims at random. The city showed them to him. A man on the train with the perfect tendons in his neck, humming a tune Marcus heard in his dreams. A teenage girl who drew spirals in the fogged window of a bus, the same spiral Marcus had seen in the sewer grates near his last body. A street preacher screaming nonsense who suddenly fell silent when Marcus passed, locking eyes with a look of eerie recognition and relief. Each one felt like a sign, a puzzle piece, a ritual, and each time Marcus took one, the city responded. The lights would flicker, rats would scatter in strange patterns, water would rise in the gutters, then recede with a sigh. It was gratitude. It was communion. The skin thing, Marcus had taken to calling it, never showed itself fully, only fragments. Once a slithering shape behind a fogged basement window. Once a human-like face stretched across the billboard like a taut drum skin, mouth open in silent song. But mostly, it lived beneath the surface, feeding, becoming. Marcus could feel it gathering form with every gift he gave it. And tonight it whispered, The kill was clean. A dental hygienist, late shift, quiet parking lot. She had a voice like glass, high, fragile, cutting. The city wanted it. Marcus never asked why. He didn't need responses. He didn't need reasons. The skin thing had reasons. He was just the hands. He was the tool. He took the tongue and throat, still humming as it cooled. He walked through the city like a man coming home from a long shift. Unremarkable, hood up, footsteps in rhythm with the pulse of something massive beneath the concrete. His sanctum wasn't on any map. Technically, it didn't exist. It had formed over time, behind layers of construction that were never completed, under a condemned structure listed as a ghost zone in old property surveys. Marcus didn't find it. It found him. He called it the cellar, but it wasn't a cellar. It was alive. Pipes breathed, walls wept. The floor had grown soft over time, as if the concrete was decaying into flesh. Marcus knelt, placing the tongue in the basin at the center of the chamber. It pulsed once like a heartbeat. Then the lights, if you could call the sickly glow from the vents light, dimmed. And he heard it. For the first time, a word, clear, gurgling from 100 whispering mouths at once. Marcus felt his throat tighten, not in fear, but in awe. For years, he'd thought himself broken, alone. A shadow passing unseen through a city that didn't care what it lost. But now, he was necessary. The skin thing didn't want him to stop. It wanted him to finish. One more piece. One last offering. And then, the city would shed its skin.